Hey folks, in today's video we're going to go over a super quick tutorial. Y'all have seen this Cerberus piece online if you've done any Google searching for them. And yeah, I had a client who wanted a Cerberus forearm tattoo, and this was the reference that she sent me. And so what you're going to see is me just trying to use the reference to create my own piece, but of course, me being me, I'm like, no, this isn't gonna work. And so what I end up doing is grabbing some actual wolf references and editing those base images and then drawing over those, right? So here I go, I'm like, nope, found an awesome growling wolf, made his mouth a little bit bigger, and then actually traced over some real wolf images because that's just more my style. It's what I do with my floral work. It's what I do with a lot of things. You'll actually see me use AI references a lot as well, but this time around I just thought it would be better because I wasn't liking the perspectives that were coming out from the original drawing, and I really wanted to make sure that my perspectives were accurate and really well balanced for having aggressive wolf faces. So that's what I did there. You'll notice, like always, I actually draw everything on a bunch of separate layers, and so you've got lots of lines coming through, like in the slobber markings there for that upper wolf head, and I'll go through and erase all of that stuff out later. Right now I'm just grabbing the sideways wolf head, getting all that done, and then that way too I can get my eyebrow style, right, those little flicks I'm doing by the ears, right, all of that stuff I can have done in my particular style without the overall reference influencing me too much. Yeah, right. And so yeah, like you're seeing here, with the nose having all the draw lines through it of the other previous piece, all that's just on separate layers, and so I'm going to go through and erase my way into the correct layout for what goes over and under for those three wolf heads. Yeah, and like always, you can see that I'm not really adhering to the reference perfectly, right? I've pulled that ear way back and created a much more triangular piece for what I want to do. You'll notice I did that with the first wolf head as well, where I totally changed the ears, right? And now I'm deciding whether or not I want to use those neo-traditional dots, for the cheeks there, for the whiskers, and I end up saying, nah, I'm not going to end up doing that. And then we go straight to designing the arms, and then the bands, I guess they'd be the bands for the chains around the arms, whatever we want to call that. As you'll see, I end up designing my claws a little bit differently than their claws. When we get to that point, I throw spikes on my bands just because it's more of a tattoo style, I guess we'll say, in air quotes kind of thing to make happen. It's just something I like to do. I think it looks cool, so I do it. Here we are at the claws now. Notice how they've got a little undercut in them that's not realistic at all, but it's just something I think looks cool. Here I'm using a chain stamp pack or a chain brush, and I use that a lot of the time. I really do use it to get a base structure down, but then you'll notice I'm tracing over it to get the actual design that I want for my chains. And so that's always what I'm ending up doing with my references. Now I just add some little blending lines here and there. That's really the piece, and this is the complete tattoo and what my client got. Like, comment, subscribe. See you folks later.